We're going to have a long-awaited showdown here. Matchup of two elite quarterbacks. Might not see a better QB duel all season long. Both guys hoping to use this big stage to display their supremacy. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Gators will kick this deep to begin the game. Bringing it out, it's Hampton. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Receivers are bunched together. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, for this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Second down after that previous play. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Can he make it to the marker? Stopped on third for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Today. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
That's caught. It's Branch. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets 3 yards closer to the marker. Both these teams show as they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect a tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
The Gators will line up to kick it away. The offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that sets up a return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. The shotgun handoff here. He's past the marker and still going. He gets loose. He's in the clear. Touchdown. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Gators offense retakes the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
And this time it's complete.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Dropping back. It's Lagway. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Looking for a gap. It's Brown. Got the first down and still motoring. You make the tackle, but the game moves the...
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. They chase him down. They tried to run for it, but it'll bring up 4th down. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Contact as he threw it. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. Breaks into the clear. At the 10. Touchdown, Gators. They couldn't stop him there.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. He got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. He's hit just before the throw. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. It's a solid gain to pick up the 1st down, and what'll be likely the final play of this 1st quarter. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of 1. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this 1st quarter. And as we move to the 2nd quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Breaks an open space. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage.
Looking for the end zone, has a lane. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, tie. That's the kind of execution that's built in the practice field. A very precise pitching catch for a touchdown.
Now, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. takes the field. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
That massive play moves it across midfield to the plus 42. First down. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking deep down the right side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his second touchdown alone here in the first half.
He's back to throw again on second down. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Caught by the receiver. Will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. The head coach keeps the punt team on the sidelines for fourth down. Back to throw again. And the fourth down pass is incomplete, but there is a flag. This is a big call. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. They'll run it from the gun. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Now he's bringing it back. And he steps out at the 8. A crucial takeaway.
Throwing in the rain can be very dangerous. The timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver can be off. Here, the quarterback takes a chance and forces the ball. Give credit to the defensive back for locking in there, coming up with that big interception.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Buying time, moving to his left. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after. And it's up and good. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Handoff here from the shotgun. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can...
Here he goes. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. And that's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. On the run, it's Brown.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll give it to the back. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. By far harder, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down.
Oh, what a grab!
They make the tackle quickly, but the offense set up with a 1st and goal, 7.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to...
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, Chris, even in this condensed space down in the red zone, a superior athlete is just eventually going to be a superior athlete. You hesitate for a second, and this guy's going to make you pay, and the defense here was left with the bill.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. To throw, it's Lagway. Gets the ball as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a 1st down.
A deep shot to the left side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws, it's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
Looking to pass here on second down. That's caught. It's Brown. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Productive drive in the making, a first down at their own 42. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver makes the catch. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Florida offense is back out on the field now. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from this excellent receiver. He's going to bring up second down.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Looking for the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Hit as he releases it, and the baseball is incomplete.
Great job by this defense once again on that third down, and now we get to fourth down. And you start to think about things here as we get in the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on fourth down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Receiver in motion now. They'll hand it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
Grab behind the line. It's Williams. You make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a first down at the 47.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Using his legs. It's Brown. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
To throw, it's Manning. Finds an open target on the left side. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Important third down play coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
No fair catch, looking to make a return here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Gators offense retakes the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out, and they get a drive going this time. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Makes the ground. It's Clark. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Back to throw. It's Lagway. And this one is caught. Gets out of bounds and a short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback in his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to chuck it again. Very tight coverage. It's incomplete on the deflection.
Well, third down and short, they decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
That punch sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. Trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Pitch to the back. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's a deep shot to the right. Pass ball is incomplete, but there's a penalty marker, so let's check out that. Costly penalty creates the automatic first down. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. There's the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. To the air. It's Manning. Moves out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. He's got the first and still going. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He lets it go. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. But he just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Looking to scramble. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. He makes the grab along the back line, but out of bounds. Couldn't get a foot down. No touchdown.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back to pass. It's Manning. Bringing pressure. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But, man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead he shanks it.
Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Second down, we're going to throw it. That pass is no good. Incomplete to wrap up play here in the third quarter. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete again. Fourth count coming up.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Here we are late in a one-score game. We're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw it again. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game. And the ball will turn over on downs.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? Again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Alabama.
I love this after a sudden change. You get a big stop by your own defense. You come out with pretty good field position. You take a shot, and it pays off. Boy, what a change in momentum right here.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Florida offense retakes the field. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. And the pass is incomplete. Second and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a third and long. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. With the catch, it's Branch. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
That one moves the ball across the 40.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for a man deep down the middle. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Quarterback looking to scramble. Breaks loose at the 40. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
The Gators pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Grab down the middle, it's Jackson. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Gets rid of it on the move. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. It's 3rd and 4. So far, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down this possession. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He escapes the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. The offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs in this drive, but this will be tough. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line. The Gators will crank up the tempo. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't like that throw at all. Those windows are so tight down here. You just can't force the ball in there because it so easily can be picked off. He caught a break there.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. This time, a completion. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
No gain makes it 2nd and goal from the 9. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And I really thought on 2nd goal you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead try to catch the defense napping by running. Man, does it backfire.
Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Remember, a field goal here doesn't do much. So on 4th and goal, they're going for the touchdown. From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Well, with over 3 minutes to go in this game, Chris, down by a couple scores, you have to go for this. Thought the offense had a great shot. Now they're going to rely on their defense to try to get a quick stop or get a turnover and somehow get that football back.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Grinding away on the ground. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. It's Manning. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And here's the return now from midfield. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? It's an out route. The catch made. And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Gators. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. We'll start at the 25. The Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. And the player is down injured after that last play. They take a timeout while they check him out. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. He's got the first and still going. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
Well, it wasn't necessarily pretty or a game changer, but those option plays are sometimes best used to just get enough to just get a 1st down. I think that was the thinking on this last play. The defense has to be more aware in these kind of situations.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. They'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
On the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. And when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.